Brandon Marshall because, again, if you don't have a quarterback, you got a problem. Ryan Fitzpatrick obviously had a very, very good year the year before last. This year, in part due to how the Jets handled things, particularly in training camp and what a holdout they allowed them to be and how they left so many things dangling, really disrupted their rhythm, their flow, their momentum. And as a result, that, as far as I'm concerned, that relatively sabotaged their season. Ryan Fitzpatrick comes in late in training camp. Ultimately, he takes a while to get going. You look at Eric Decker, he goes down. Matt Forte wasn't the running back that you wanted him to be. The offensive line wasn't what it used to be, particularly with the retirement of DeBrickashaw Ferguson. So you take all of those things into account. Remember, Nick Mangold is not going to be back now. But you got to take into account all of those things that were transpiring. So ultimately, it led to acrimony. Remember, your quarterback who was vying for the starting job got his jaw broken because he stupidly got in the face of a 250-pound linebacker he owed money to, if you can believe that. I'm talking about Geno Smith here, obviously. All of those things taken into consideration, they never really had a chance to have a successful season. And so when you look at it from that perspective, and then Darrelle Revis didn't want to be there any longer and played like it. As a result, they've let him go. Now they've let Brandon Marshall go. No doubt they'll probably let David Harris go. They'll probably try to trade Sheldon Richardson as well. You take all of those things into consideration. They clearly seem to be conceding next season. I can't believe I'm saying that in New York. I certainly don't support it, but I do like Bowles. I do like McCagnon. I know that they have some kind of a vision, and I know that they feel somewhat betrayed by the personnel they had in that locker room last year. So to return with all of those bodies intact, I'm not sure I would trust them any more than McCagnon or Bowles or Woody Johnson appears to be trusting them right now. And as a result, with Brandon Marshall, 32 years of age, coming off his worst season, only 59 receptions, targeted 128 times, and still putting up those paltry numbers, that wasn't about his talent because we all know he could play. It was about what he was playing with. He's never been in the playoffs before. He's 32 years of age. He's not going to be an asset to that locker room because he doesn't want to be a part of a rebuilding project. So I think it was the right decision to let him go.
Of course it was the right decision to let him go, and I do support it. Unlike you, Stephen A., the Jets, I don't care, the New York, wherever they're from, as Bill Polian said, Cleveland, it doesn't matter. When it's time to tear it down and start again, do it. Look, Branch Rickey, who might be the greatest GM of all time, helped integrate the major leagues by bringing Jackie Robinson to the Dodgers in 1947. He invented the farm system in Major League Baseball, and he said, trade him a year too early instead of a year too late. And when Branch Rickey was in Pittsburgh, and Ralph Kiner, the greatest slugger in the history of the National League at that point, had just led the league in home runs, but he was getting older, came to Branch Rickey, wanted a raise. Branch Rickey said, we finished in last place with you. We can finish in last place without you. Forget your raise, and then traded him. Why do the Jets need Brandon Marshall right now? They are so far from being good. You brought it up, Stephen A., early on in your comment. They don't have a quarterback, and they don't have a whole bunch of stuff. And just by getting rid of Revis and Mangold and now Brandon Marshall, they save over $40 million against the cap. This was a no-brainer for all those reasons, but there's even more to it than that. Darren, I'm sure you can speak to this. When you talk about a locker room, veterans, particularly those who are dying to get to the playoffs, who make a lot of money on a team they know aren't going anywhere, how does that go over? Do they come to work happy every day? It doesn't go over. For so many reasons, this move had to be made.
I think you're right on it. I think when you look at Nick Mangold and you look at Darrelle Revis and Brandon Marshall and you see what that locker room has been like in the last 2 years, it's been complete dysfunction without winning. And when you have dysfunction in the locker room and you can't win games, there's going to be problems. Listen, if I'm the one guy that I feel sorry for is Todd Bowles. He has 2 years left on his contract. And now you're looking at losing Darrelle Revis, Nick Mangold, Brandon Marshall. That's 20 Pro Bowls altogether in those three guys. And now you're talking about a young quarterback with no experience, which either be Hackenberg or Bryce Petty. You're talking about a bad locker room, of course. And you're guaranteed 2 losses in the season because you got to play the New England Patriots twice. I feel sorry for. What's the conversation like with Todd Bowles and Woody Johnson? This is absolutely a rebuilding process. They have to go through this. I just don't think Todd Bowles finds his way above water at the end of this thing. They're going to lose in a market, in the New York market, which is really on their football teams. I mean, that's as volatile a market as there can be. Todd Bowles will not last through this process.
Well, Darren, it's interesting that you bring that up because you're absolutely right on the money. But here's where it gets a bit worse. At the tail end of the season, or near the tail end of the season, you had New York folks in the media calling for Todd Bowles' jobs.
Yep.
And even though I disagreed with it, it was clear their arguments were justified from the standpoint that they were making the argument that the team had given up on him. Anytime you have players who flagrantly go about the business of tanking on you, giving up on you, not giving maximum effort, knowing that it's on your watch, that's the ultimate indictment against the head coach. So for the New York Jets to follow that up by essentially, just cleaning house, that doesn't put Todd Bowles in a good position at all. I don't like that because even though, again, I like him and I want him to stay, I also like Maccagnan a lot. But it shouldn't be one without the other. Woody Johnson shouldn't be giving them the okay to essentially tank it, but then they do so and the head coach suffers without the GM. They've been in it together. They stay together or they go together because it's not one person's fault in this situation.
Stephen A. and Darren, you guys think Bowles is more likely to get the axe now? If anything, to me, look, he may wind up getting the axe. Sure, it looks that way. Yeah. But it would be less likely given the fact that, look, last season you were trying to be good and you were no good. What's the difference between winning 6 games or winning 4 games?
All right,
the difference
that's
is
enough,
if you
Max.
win 4 games.
You got to turn in your New York card. You got to turn in your New York. I can't believe you're asking that question. New York City? I thought you were from New York. You better turn in your New York citizenry.
Giants fan.
I'm talking about the city of New York. I'm talking about the culture of New York. You asking that question? It seemed likely to me that he would survive. In New York? Are you from the city?
No.
Or are you not?
I am, and he is likely to not survive this. But if you want to say, do his odds just get better or worse, when you're supposedly trying to be good, you got cap problems because you're spending money on veteran star players and you stink, coach is more likely to go than when the whole organization and the whole world knows you are tanking because you're tearing it all down. That's what's happening now.
I get what you're saying.
I get what you're saying, Max, but in the end, it's going to come down to wins and losses, period. I don't care what Woody Johnson's telling Todd Bowles right now. The New York media is going to come down on him with all these losses. If you want to call it the reset button and start all over again, we can call it what we want to call it. But at the end of the day, it's going to come down to wins and losses through this rebuilding process, and Todd Bowles is going to be the fall guy in this process.
And unfortunately, the
Usually
one that'll suffer. As far as Jets fans, though, they're used to having patience,
Yeah.
and they're going to have to continue to do that. So Brandon Marshall isn't the only pro